A group of Buffalo men are attempting to tackle the unthinkable.
Seems around this area, hockey is a 12-month sport, but most people don't commit to playing 11 days straight without leaving the ring.
Absolutely an incredible story.
Incredible. Hockey can be a pretty grueling sport, even for the pros in the best shape, but imagine playing for 11 straight days.
This is an awesome idea, but wow, what a challenge.
And that is a hardy bunch of people that are doing it right now in an attempt to set a Guinness World Record and to raise money for a great cause.
Non-stop charity hockey game raising $1 million for cancer research in Western New York.
$800,000 already, with more expected, so they are well on their way.
Try to raise money for the fight against cancer.
We'll try to keep it as evenly matched as possible throughout this whole thing, please. Low numbers first, Put you guys in order here,
I've skydived, I worked on a fishing boat in Alaska. I've done a lot of crazy things, but I've never done anything like this.
I ran one marathon, which was grueling, there's no question, but to do something for 8 hours a day for 11 straight days is going to be, I think, over and above anything I've ever done.
Our players are not just selected because they're hockey players. Our players are selected because of their involvement with cancer and how they've been affected, either personally or a close relative. What drives them isn't the physical aspect of it, it's going to be more of the psychological aspect of it, and that's what's going to get them through, as well as the camaraderie of their fellow teammates.
I do expect the guys to break the world record, and that's the perk in all this is the game, it's the world record. The most important thing is the funds that we're raising for Roswell Cancer Research.
When we're done with these 11 days, we're done. We can go back to our wives, our family.
And we're playing a game we love, and although it's, we've never done it for 11 straight days, we think about those people who have to go into the treatment centers and go into the chemo labs.
We just have to continue to think about why we're doing this and take care of each other, support each other, lift each other up, laugh a lot, and I think we're going to be all right.
Amy went through breast cancer treatment at Roswell in 2009. I started just thinking about ways to get back to Roswell. It's a place that saved her life, so we thought, let's try to do something to give back. I thought about doing something like a charity hockey game. It never really took legs. We were very busy. Amy was just getting through treatment, so it never really kind of took hold back then. We didn't really follow through with it. Fast forward to 2016, my mom had been diagnosed a couple years prior with cancer, so she ended up passing away May of 16.
That's when the idea came back, and it was even bigger and better, and we decided that we were going to try to raise $1 million for Roswell.
So we knew we were going to be doing a world's longest hockey game, but we didn't have a name, and we didn't have a brand, and we didn't have a logo. Crawley Webb and Clever Method just jumped right in and said, we'll do whatever you need to get this off the ground. They were so excited.
And we were treated just like a paying client would be. They couldn't have been more helpful.
You guys reached and agreed upon the 11-day power play. So without further ado.
All right, we're excited to show you. This first one.
Every time we walked into the meeting room, whether it was the name or the logo, you could just see the excitement in their eyes. I mean, the amount of hours and money that was spent to help us get this off the ground is truly incredible.
We want to make it, a community pride thing. So I think having the buffalo in there is probably an important part of it. It's always been one of the most important aspects of it, to make it a buffalo thing.
People are going to be wearing the apparel and proud,
Yes.
and that would definitely signify that this is in Buffalo.
Every time I get in front of folks like you and you're putting your time and effort, I can't say thank you enough. It's been overwhelming when I talk to people, and people are so willing to help out. It's touching. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
It was nice to see you
Thank
again.
you. I get goosebumps every time I think about it, every time we talk to people and they have ideas and they want to give their own time and energy and resources to make this thing a reality. It's been really overwhelming in a good way. 10 years ago, 8 years ago, Buffalo, since then we've come through quite a resurgence, and it just felt right. With everything that was going on in Buffalo, HarborCenter, people wanted to be involved right from the start, and that was a really good feeling.
Arms all the way straight at the top. 7. Good, keep going, keep going, 10. Keep going. Nope. Right into it. Next leg. Let's go.
The folks over at Impacts have been giving us some dry land training per se, kind of a boot camp, kicking our butts on a pretty regular basis.
Particularly Jason Jerome has done a really great job. He's taken it very seriously. We've had a lot of fun, but he's taken it very seriously.
Open up his doors for us and get us into shape for this big event.
1, 2, 3, 4!
We debated whether or not we were going to announce that we made the goal at opening ceremony, but it was we had to announce it. So
I didn't know the amount. He whispered that in my ear. I was so nervous about making sure that I said it in a way that made everybody excited.
We're at $800,000, just about. Apparently, we are at $1,017,000.
When people talk about cancer and finding a cure, they're extremely passionate about that. And then when people talk about hockey, they're passionate about that as well. So when you put those two elements together.
I don't know if you could pull this off in any town. I don't think it can be done anywhere. I really don't. I did not expect to see a full HarborCenter on opening night.
Crazy. I mean, you grow up here, I'm 47 years old, I've been listening to Rick Jeanneret for years, right? Now you hear him calling your name and your buddies' names, that's wild.
That might have been a little bit of a mistake to be going as fast as we could, and we're in the first 24 hours here, so.
But I'm sure on Monday, when this place starts to empty out, it'll have an eerie presence to it.
Hurt everywhere right now. It hurts to stand on skates.
Physically tired, getting about 2 to 3 hours sleep a day.
An ambulance is showing up for IVs and all sorts of crazy injuries.
It is a difficult situation. Captain's log, the grind has taken its toll.
Got off the ice, feeling good, took a shower, and I just crashed. I got really depressed for no reason. Started to tear up. I don't know why.
My blood pressure crashed down, and I was getting readings of 86/60 for blood pressure. So at that shift, I was taken to the hospital.
You lay there in your bed, and you're just like, I don't know if I can do this today.
You know, guys were dropping out, and I was looking around thinking, are we gonna really make this thing?
I went out, I think it might have been my 5th shift, got on, felt good. Within 5 minutes, I just went downhill. I disoriented, dizzy, couldn't think clearly. It just felt like I couldn't control my body. You know, basically I was sleep deprived, and I had, eventually I ended up going to the hospital with 103 temperature. I had to get stretched out of here, unfortunately, and ambulance ride there. I definitely had time to think in here, so I gotta sit here and lay in bed all day. It's, just trying to focus on getting healthy and getting better, and that's it, and just be positive.
That's great. Yes, that would be great. I'm sure the score has changed now that I have not yet updated it. I have to update the score on the website and the billboards. So all night, it doesn't necessarily get updated. I'm like, it's okay, it's in the 1200s. That's only a 2-digit scoreboard.
So every shift change, 8 a.m. our first volunteers come in, and we think it's important to make sure we walk around and introduce ourselves, Sarah, my event coordinator, and myself, just kind of making sure they're comfortable.
Okay, so you guys all have been here already.
Yes. Sweet.
That means things are going to go smoothly.
This event could never happen without volunteers. I mean, our team bench managers, that's probably the most crucial position, to make sure those guys are out there on time, ready for that puck to drop, ready to go, because that's Guinness's requirement.
We are recording everything. We have witnesses. All the referees are acting as witnesses. The security videos are time date stamped, so they're really the best evidence. And that's being downloaded every 24 hours and will be packaged up and sent to them.
You stop playing, you get 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes and 1 second, you get 10 minutes. So we We were very clear with all the volunteers and the refs that, and the players obviously, when there's a minute left, you're ready to go. Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Excelsior Orthopedics was amazing.
Yeah, they were rock stars.
Their preventative stuff that they did with their feet and their hands with the blisters.
Yep.
Halfway through, on day 6, they had already treated 2,000 blisters.
The experience of covering a single game and realizing that the single game gets repeated every 4 hours. That part of it has been overwhelming. But we're staying on top.
They were there 24/11. They were there the entire time. If our shifts, someone came off at 2 a.m. and they had whatever ailment, they were there.
You guys are the best.
You know, and after seeing what these guys are going through day in, day out, you know, people are watching them on YouTube and day 5 looking at them at 2 a.m. just to pop in and see how they're doing, and they're still playing. It's surreal that the game has never stopped.
Good morning. It is 2:43, the morning of the last day of the 11-day power play.
Just getting ready for the last shift. It's been one hell of a week. Come a long way.
This had so much more going on to it than just hockey.
People stopping in, just grabbing us and saying how much it means to them to see people out there battling and fighting for this cause.
You did it, brother. You did it. You did it. Sorry, boys. Oh, yeah.
Love you guys.
I had a woman come up to me and she said, see those 2 kids in the crowd? Those are my kids, and I just got a call from Roswell and my cancer is gone. And I want to thank you guys for what you're doing.
We wanted to make this a Buffalo thing. World record, Buffalo.
I needed this event to slow things down in my life. It's been the perfect medicine for that.
Over $1 million in funds that will be used for research at Roswell Park. Hopefully we can save lives.
Every day we woke up and I kept saying I didn't want today to come, and we're here. We worked so hard. All these guys have worked so hard. We do believe in miracles.
I love every one of these guys. Just absolutely amazing people.
I'll have friendships from this that will last a lifetime.
Mike, I didn't see you much during these 11 days, but I'm so proud of you. I've never seen you so happy, out on that ice, smiling every second. You've actually changed life and saved lives for so many people. And I'm so thankful to be on this journey with you.
One question I have is, why was 84 lumber not number 84?
Some of the stuff I hear them say to each other, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're really funny. They're a funny group of guys.
I got 4 hours of sleep last night. All I dreamed about though was playing hockey against the same guys I've been playing against for the last 7 days.
Cappy, buddy, you're amazing. I'm gonna laugh for the rest of my life because I got to hang out with you. Holy cow.
I will never play hockey again. Someone snuck in Swedish fish. Today's one of my favorite days.
Tomorrow I'll be checking in for counseling, I think, for random and sporadic kick save motions and glove catch motions, and went through quite a workout.
Don't tell Leonard. Every shift I make my stick half an inch longer.
And since I've lost my mind, I'm now gonna leave. Thank you so much.